Well, it's alright now because anything you do, oh, baby, it's alright. Oh, baby, it's alright.
Gotta get the cake. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switching from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to. I might fly to LA. This cold weather ain't for me. Hit the bank, run your way. What you used to? And I'm grinding to the top. I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in for the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. So you get on my nerves. Try hit my line, get curved. This ain't what you used to. Round, round, swerves. Everybody here knows the word. This ain't what you used to. Know you know the drill. Overpaying now, I see the rail. This ain't what you used to. I get it in for my kids. Stack those chips and I get that check. Not what you used to. You see how I live, work my biz. I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Double like double up, yeah. Double like double up, the money I color up. Double like double up, the money I color up. 2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid, rich when I wait. I bet the bank, I set the pace. Guess what I make, that's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff is silent. Double like double up, the money I color. Double like double up, the money I color. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Throw me lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe. You buy watch then bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mixes drowning out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double like double up, the money I color. Double like double up, the money I color. feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke.
Dave, he's back.
Dave! None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. My business.
Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.
For those of you that hit the like button, thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to the daytime version of the late night show. I do this every once in a while, trying to target Mondays, maybe Fridays. I don't know, come out here on the market. And if you're new to the show, I'm a little bit different. I just like to talk crypto, talk TA. I don't spend too much time talking about myself and all that and shilling and grifting. Actually, I'm here to kind of expose a little bit of that and just kind of put the little transparency that they're not putting out there. And show you a better way to trade around them. Let's take a look at the market. Bitcoin. I'm on a 6 minute because, well, I do that sometimes just because Bitcoin gets so boring. This is not where I formulate my trades or my strategy, but this is where I watch it closely. Well, there's your first edge against some of the things that you see presented on YouTube right now. Presented this over into the trading group that, hey man, we're breaking out of this pattern. We got volume here. You know what this means? When you look to the left there just a little bit, you establish that you're in the rising channel, and that's bearish. That's a bearish pattern. By traditional means, that's bearish, but by my little strategies that we teach here on this channel, that you can pick up for free by watching me every day, even if it's a rerun of the alpha that I share on the late night streams. Think of that as just a leg up before you morning guys. Breaking to the upside of a bearish pattern usually leads to a strong parabolic move to the upside. That's what I'm looking for out of Bitcoin right now. We're just coming back right now, in my personal opinion, just to retest this line. Now this line does need to hold. If by chance that we do break below that line, coming to this Ichimoku cloud that's starting to form, well, you know, this move could be invalidated and it could be a stronger move back down to these areas that we were at around 67-ish. Don't want to see that, probably, but we shouldn't unless this is what's going to be known as a bull trap. So that's what we got to be cautious and waiting. And that's why these trend lines are so important. And you can see them a little bit better when you zoom out and not get so close. And it's the local trend line that we got there. We were making higher highs and higher lows until we decided just to go a little bit wonky, throw some more volume in there on a Monday morning and shoot that price up. It started looking like that was going to be evident late last night when CME futures came online against the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and you kind of got a little taste. The little Ichimoku cloud over here, being that little sliver of green, also saying, yeah, baby, they up to something. They about ready to start buying this crap. We got our old friend BlackRock out there helping to support the price of Bitcoin today, even though they also helped to support that drop in it so that they could get in even juicier prices. But right now, we're doing good. On the 15-minute, we're staying above the 9 moving average and still making some move to the upside. And I'm looking at the top of this red trend line over there. Let me get this little yellow line out of the way. But wherever price meets that is where I'm expecting maybe a bigger pullback. So I thought we got a little bit more room to bounce, maybe somewhere close to 71,000. We could get a little bit more particular here in a minute just by zooming out, because that's the best way. Sure, you can flag it out on the 1 minute, but the 1 minute's not going to tell you when that's not going to flag out anymore like the big time frames will. The big time frames you can always trust, my friends. Let me get off that perpetuals. I've got a target right up here at 71,022. And then we've also got this area right over here. Somebody forgot to draw a trend line there. With the possibility coming up to retest 73 if we get rambunctious enough. Will we or not? Let me check out a few little things here. My Ichimoku, which can be a little testy on that particular time frame. Doing the opposite. I have to keep a close watch on this little guy. But the great thing about Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is happy and breaking up to the upside, is that our altcoins tend to go right along with it, and that's when we start checking out our indices over here. This is what we want to watch for with our altcoins. We're watching total 3 over here, right? Now, I've also got a trend line here that's respected before. Now, we did break out to the upside and come back down into it. That was bearish. We didn't like that. That was sad, writing all that down with the altcoins. Now we're breaking back to the upside. The question is, are we going to find resistance here? Well, we obviously are right now, but are we going to break through it? So we're at a little spot where you may want to be just a little cautious with your altcoins. Maybe consider paying yourself if you're in a position to do that, because we could get rejected here. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at it on the regular chart here. Do keep in mind that, well, it does look like U.S. tethered dominance behind my head here is starting to drip to the downside on the 4 hours. So people are seeming to go into Bitcoin and altcoin at the moment. We can see that reflected on the charts. Is it enough? Can that dominance be driven down lower? Coming to our altcoins and pump us up with a few more billion, a few 20 more billion coming into the altcoin market? That's what we need to see. That's what we want to see. Let's take a look at total 3 a little closer here. This is our magic mirror. This is our crystal ball right here. This and a few other factors combined help us foretell what may be coming up into the market. In this particular little situation, I like to take my old friend, the Fibonacci swing, to swing high, to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And it is telling us that, yes, this area that we currently are at, that we just showed on that smaller time frame, or that other chart, rather, we're at a possible reversal area. So throwing that out there for you, just to be cautious. Don't be over optimistic and say, oh yeah, let's just pile all in now, because this could be the time that it decides to turn around. Smaller time frames might give us a little bit of a clue as to what it's thinking. And so far, so good. I'm always saying, no matter what time frame you're on, if you're above the 9 moving average, if you're above the 9, riding the 9, you're doing just fine, baby. And so far we are, even on the 15-minute, even on the 1 hour. So let's just see. Maybe we're going to come back up here and test this area, blast through this little resistance area. It looks like we are moving through it now as we speak. So rock on. Yes. Pump my bags, baby. Pump my bags. Guys, if you got any coins you want to take a look at, let's take a look at them. Shedding light on the people who are finding the hottest coins, that they have the inside knowledge. Let us have the gift, the power. Here's where they're finding them, right over here on Tokenmetrics. When you come over to the trader things, very first thing, first screen it showed you to Aerodrome. Probably been hearing a lot about that one lately. TokenFi. But now the gun haven't been hearing so much about that, but you're getting close to my little target price, baby. Come on. Props. Mochi. AVAX has no chill. None at all. No chill on AVAX. There's no chill. Prop C, Ondo, Thela, Cyber, Hook, Omnom, Hi-Fi, Virtual, Soil, Fastook, and Toshi. I like Toshi. I like Toshi. Toshi's doing very well for me. Moonwell, Aptos, Cetus, Port 3, Pal AI, Open Campus. Atlas Navi, that's one of my little favorites. Sure was fun to buy at 11 cents. Where you at now, Atlas Navi? FOMO'd into it right on our live stream. I said, oh, that looks too dang good. Alliance Blockchain is also coming up. These are coins that we also look at here on this channel. Today, we're going to take a look at what your bags are pumping. Let's celebrate a little bit. Or if you got something that you're curious about and wanted to take a little look at it, get a little crypto opinion while I'm there. But before those just come rolling in, Let's take a look at one that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at the props. WRAs, or RWAs, real world assets, are starting to trend now. There's a little shift. We kind of move from sector to sector. If you haven't noticed, there's a little wave thing. And if you catch that little wave thing, you can trade this. You got to concentrate for a trader. Getting out of one sector, taking your profits and rolling it into the other. But that is a very functional strategy. Keeping your ear to the market for what sectors are moving. And right now, real world assets are starting to pop off. Your bags should have already been pumped in them, or already been packed in them. But if not, you can still ride the trade train as long as the charts are in agreement with us. Prop C, take a look at it. I've got it over on MexC. I like to start by zooming way the freak out, because I like to know what I'm looking at, baby. Oh, you up there. You high. You way too high. I can't buy you way too high now. You way above the 9. You got that going for you, baby. But I want to see where you're going to pull back to. Right off the top of my back. Off the bat, I need to see you at 390. That's like $1 cheaper. And you're saying, no, that's already taken off. So zoom down just a little bit. Tighten up this trend line. Price action here. We can negotiate our little price factor up to about 409. Let's pull a few other little things out here to see what might be going on. If we have a top out there for the day, may not. Does suggest a pullback, maybe the 348 or $3.81 might be in order. But for that to happen, it's got to either wick back or come back in below this trend line, and that's just that's not a good look. We don't want that. I mean, it may turn out okay, but we don't want anything that's really going to backtrack inside a trend line, because, well, that's not usually the bullish thing we want to see. Now, when we can see a retest here, and since this is a bearish pattern that would normally break to the downside, the rising wedge, a bounce off of this would be a strong parabolic move. If you're looking for a smart place to get in on Prop C, I mean, if you can exercise a little bit of patience, down here at 409 would be your best bet, my personal opinion. Let's come down to our indicators and see if they can shed a little light on what she's doing. She's needing a little pullback at the moment. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more here. We've got a 618 for this local pull, swing high to swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. It's coming in at 401. I'm going to roll with that, baby. But in order to do that, we've got to see it lose this trend line. But I do want you to be cautious. We come back down here. There is a chance that she may bounce off of this. If you do see a bounce off of that, that might be your buy place. It does seem a possibility that there might be some slight divergence forming here on our indicators, which would mean that if we come down here and find that as support, then baby, that's our takeoff point. But it is likely we might come back and retest this area over there. Lines up with our 618-401 for Prop C. Where can Prop C be headed, baby? It sounds like you want to predict the future. They're about to tell you where Prop C might head. Well, what kind of channel do you think that I'm running here? Why? I'll take that challenge. Let's do that. I have no guarantees on this, but it's a very fun game to play with what we're working with here. Let's take a look at Prop C. What can you tell me, baby? Where are you headed? We could immediately take a measured move, but given the tendency that these go really bullish when they break to the upside and maintain that, me taking just your little measured move here, make it just blasted out of the water. I mean, we've almost hit that already, but it's worth doing. Let's do that. That'll give us a target right up here. Let's go ahead and post that little baby there, 584. Is that pretty cool? If we were to come back at $4 and go back up there, that'd be 40% gains. That's not really going to buy you a Lambo today or anything, is it? But then again, if you're looking for that fast money, you're going to get burnt, baby. Crypto knows how to chew them up and spit them out. Got some confluence right up here, 584 being a 227. Bit of a notchy pull. So I do like that target. I got two things pointing in that direction saying, hey, baby, I like this number. And I've got to look at it and say, well, I'm liking it too now. Listen, if one person calls you an asshole, brush it off. 2 people call you an asshole, you need to start thinking about it a little bit more. 3 people call you an asshole, you need to say, I'm probably an asshole. 653 might come into play there too if you want a little bit more opium. Well, I spent too much time on Prop C. Let's move on over. Let's give a shout out to everybody here in the chat, man. 14 beautiful people spending their time with me this afternoon. Thank you for hanging out with me. We got Dave Forget. Jason. Yes, sir. Got you in my headphones. Framing houses. Wait, cheers. Hey, man. Go do it. Dave B. You're back, Dave. We missed you last night. They were asking about you. Law. Hey, how's it going? Laugh out loud. Thoughts on ICP? Let's take a look at ICP. We also got One Hit a Quit in the chat. Crypto 420, how's it going, man? Jorge Satoshi, man, how's it going? Asking about Nosana. Brackets Adventures, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. What would you think about? I will get to all these. Let's start going to them now because this chat's getting out of control. If you can, if you don't mind, I hate to be the one to ask, and that's why I always let Elvis do it for me.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm a tiny, tiny little channel with 1,329 beautiful people who subscribed, who I hope gain some value and what I try to offer and teach here on this channel for free, no charges. I'm not one of those scammy $99 a month places, but I do give away some secrets that they just hate to be given away for free here on this channel to anyone who wants to like and subscribe. That's all. I just need a little love. Just a little love. Let's take a look at some of these coins, man. Get back to the chat. Let's go take them in order right now, because I still got about 35 minutes left for this stream before I hang it up for today. Make sure I'm not missing anything. What's up, good people? One hit a quitter. Will there be another crash or correction? There will at some point. Will it be today? I don't see it being today, not yet, unless that trend line breaks that we were looking at. 420, I'm late. My bad, guys. No, I'm just early. I don't ever do a live. You don't ever usually see me in the daytime. It's a rare one. A vampire. Thanks, man, because you, I'm in profit. And Gary Token. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. Let me know I'm having an effect or something, man. I don't know. I need some feedback. If you're learning from something that I'm laying down, let me know. That's all I need. Maybe hit a little heart button over here every once in a while. That's what I said. All right. I'm still looking for that first coin. I have found the place that I'm meant to be, board nerd. Welcome. Give me a. This is a big HR compliant hug. R3A. My carry bags are pumping. Yeah, mine are too. We like that pumping bags. Pump bags. Dave Peace is chilling here with the Road Dawg because that's what we do. We chill and try to make money while we're chilling. I mean, if you're going to make money, you might as well make it while you're chilling, right? That's the best time. There we are. Jorge Satoshi's thoughts on Nos and Andy. Personally, I like Nosana. I've been collecting the bags of that, building up a position in that one slowly. Getting in probably about where we are back now, $4 or $5. I like the idea of it. I think it's got potential. Now, as with any of these projects, these altcoins in crypto, I mean, realistically looking, a lot of them are still vaporware. They're ideas that have not really come to fruition yet. They are high risk, and some of these might actually do what they say they're going to do. Some of them might not. I don't know. Solana and the EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, not impossible. Seems like it might do something. For some reason, I thought there was something already in the works for that. Maybe thinking about Nosana. I've got a bag of this, and I'm trying to see what we can do with it. It's a little bit bearish right now. I must say, we were in this wonderful pattern. A lot of coins are in. Might this be an early warning sign that we need to take a mental note of? I think that it might. So we start seeing too many of these altcoins starting to break out of this pattern. We got to assume that a lot of them are going to start breaking out of this pattern. Now, we like it because when you're in this pattern, You're just bouncing off the walls, baby, from bottoms to tops. The only thing is, this last one, we didn't quite make it, and that was the first sign that there might be a little trouble here. That and a little bit of bearish divergence that was playing out here on Osana, and clearly that was the sign to start looking at, and then she broke down in the trend line, popped back above, tried to trick us out, and here she is back down again, and right? Well, I'm going to take a little measure move from this area right here, straight down, put her there. Slap her up here where she did a retest, and that's kind of telling me that we might come back to 289, and that's making me almost want to cry. I don't want to hear that right now. 4 hours not looking that great right now, so we're going to come over to the daily. See what the daily says, because the daily rules over the 4 hour. The daily's the boss. You don't like what you hear on the smaller time frames, you need to be zooming out just to check and make sure they're not lying to you or exaggerating. They like to exaggerate on smaller time frames. They're full of noise, people. Actually, it's my general rule to start out with the bigger time frames and work your way down. That's just systematically, if you want to be successful, that's what you do. Start with a bigger weekly, daily, work your way down, 6 hour, 4 hour, whatever you want to pick there, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 1 second, nail your target, boom, however you want to do it, but you go that way. We're bouncing off the 50 moving average here on Nosana. I like that. I like that a lot. Trying to escape this green Ichimoku cloud. We need to do that. Need to recover that non-moving average on the daily is what we need to do. And then this may stick and we may not come down to here. However, if we can't get above that 21 moving average over here, well, we can't get above the 9. So that's your first sign of problem. But most likely what we'll be doing, since we kind of had our big run up right here, because that was parabolic move from this breakout. Remember we talked earlier about the pattern that we just saw. What was it? Was it Bitcoin? That was in this pattern here and broke to the upside, and we said, what? When you break to the upside of a bearish pattern, what happens? Parabolic move to the upside. That's currently what we might be seeing out of Bitcoin. And who knows, Bitcoin might be doing the same type pattern right here. That'll be fun to trade. But right now, she's coming back to the downside. Now, theoretically, she can come all the way back down here and retest this trend line. So we want to make sure that we're not really, we got a plan in case that happens. But right now, watching it here bounce off the 50, let's roll with that. Keep an eye on the smaller time frames, such as this 4 hour. What we need to see is for her to get above this 200 moving average on the 4 hour. We don't want to see this 100 cross over that, because that's going to be sucky suck. We want to see it kind of just gradually move to the upside. If we don't see those signs, if we see a rejection here, I mean, either write it down or get out and buy back later. Those are the decisions that you gotta kind of make yourself. Now, you could be looking at this and saying, oh my God, that's a head and shoulders. And I'd be saying, yeah, you're right. This shoulder over here is lower than this one. And by my strategies, that makes this one, have a pretty decent chance to play out. Even though she bounced off, she's not made a higher high. I don't even think she's made a higher high than this one. And that's kind of a little bit of a warning sign on these guys that, that rejection can come out, and then we're going to take this measured move to the downside, which was what? Right here to there. Let's tighten her up just a little bit to the neckline. And that suggests that we come all the way down here. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and it doesn't mean this has to play out this way, but that's just what the charts are saying. I might do this. I might do that. And that's making me sad, because I got bags of Nosana that I paid a lot more than $1.95 for. So keep this one on the radar. What we need to hope for is that she gets above this and starts coming up and maybe goes to $7.42 again, or $7 and finds rejection. We can handle that. Range out. Build up a little bullish momentum. Is there any hope? Can you give me any hope whatsoever? Yeah, I can actually. Because amidst all that chop on the smaller time frame, the daily here is the stochastics going to the upside. That's why these bigger time frames are so important. These are the ones that rule the roost. Green dot there. The signs aren't looking that bad. We're just still in bearish territory, but we're at a point, according to the MACD, where it's time to moment. We're getting ready to make a U-turn. She's wanting to make a U-turn. We just got to give it a little bit of time. So in my personal opinion, let's see if this level can hold. Maybe she'll fake us out. This 50 moving average may hold on Nosana. And again, I do have targets 754 and 820. 820 being a 618 Fibonacci, so, and that's area kind of where we're getting some flack at right now. That's part of the reason we're just not there. Break above that, and then I'm looking for this one to start doing some major damage. Breaker to go, Road Dawg. Let's see, this is the weekly. I need a little bit of noise. We'll figure this one. Yeah, we'll use the daily. Well, darlings, I'm going to go from swing low to swing high. We're going to take this little measure move right there. And as long as that 50 moving average holds, we've got a very good chance of coming right up here to this area. And to this area. $10.70 and $11.38 possibly. With a 1-to-1 AB equals CD move, a bounce off a 50% Fibonacci. Nice gains possible. Be cautious, but just know if you're in it, still the possibility of making the 115% gains from where we are now. And if you haven't moonbagged by now, that would be a definitely great area to moonbag this. Pull your capital out, let this baby ride, pull profit out as it goes, pay yourself, but have a risk-free trade. I love those. Love them. Love them. And Andy is the other coin. This one I am not familiar with. What is Andy? It's on Solana. I'm taking it that it's a meme coin. It's on MexC. Let's get it on MexC here. And Pa? Pa, you going down to the creek without me? What, it's just you and Barney? Well, that's no fun. It would really suck to have to come down to this measure move, but it might happen. I'm just saying. We lost the trend line here, which was, you know, the fun one to play. It bounces off the walls until it kind of falls short, and then you got to start watching it closely. Like, are you losing momentum? And clearly it did. So we went parabolic, and now we got an accumulation phase. So very good possibility around the 618 area, maybe the 786. It's always good to look to the left and see those areas, and that kind of tells me that maybe down here. Now we currently are on the 618 Fibonacci, might be making a double bottom type thing here if we're finding support. That goes in the plus side. This is in the negative. If we lose this area, I'm looking for 1.3 cents, maybe all the way down here to this little measure move, which doesn't always. The cool thing about this pattern is that when they do break to the downside, it's not that terrible. It's not like when you take the measure move, it looks scary, right? But they usually plays out less than half. So there's a good chance, a really actually good chance that we may be getting the old double bottom here. And the way the double bottom plays, now the way I like to play it, which is the riskiest way, but I like to snipe these bottoms because that, to me, that's the least place to get in, the least riskiest place, because if we break this line, we make a new lower low, my theory that this one's going to take off and do what I want it to do, out the window. So I can put really tight stop losses there, give me an excellent risk to reward trade. Let me give you an example of what that might look like. We come over here and we take this little, where'd you go, tool? You're such a tool. Is this, you're here. The long position one, because it would be a long position one. So like from here, and then I would expect you to get back up to this area. So I can take a stop loss under here, man. If we make a lower low than that, so I can have like a 6% stop loss here on spot. I can even tighten it up just right below those candles, because by what I'm playing here, playing this double bottom, if we do make lower low, and I'm out at a negative 3% with the possibility to make 14 times whatever I'm putting at risk here. So if I want to risk $1,000, where that means that if I get stopped out, my position would take $1,000 out of my account, meaning my position could probably be way huge. We're talking leverage if you're doing that kind of play. Or just spot. I'm only losing 3%, right? but I could gain 49%. So $100 here could give me $150, and I'd only lose $3. That's why I like it. And that's if it plays out. Now what it would need to do is come back up to this area where we have what we call a belt line. I call it a belt line. Everybody else calls it a neckline. But I have this argument that if this is a neckline, then what are these? And why are they so saggy and pointy? Why are they so droopy? Let's call it a belt line, and I still can't say why they're so pointy. But that's okay. We got possibly an Adam and Adam double bottom is what this could be. Very cool plays. If it comes back up here, can confirm a bounce above this belt line. You've actually got a cool measure move from the top to the bottom here, which could mean that we would be coming right back up to this area. That measure room gets us to 2.9 cents. Now, bring your target up to here. Might there be a possibility of a 61%? Oh, 61% with a 17.81 to 1 risk ratio, which is just mad crazy. That's what we want. Yes, low risk. So I kind of like this for Andy. Nice little possible bounce here. So that's a good play. But then if it goes south, then you're only out 3%. So $100 trade, you're only out $3. So I likes it. This guy is my spirit animal. Yes. I just cool people. I get cool people. I get cool people in my comments too. I get some wild comments lately. Want to see some of my comments? Let's take a minute and answer some of the comments in case you got any questions over here. Hey, Jewelers says, so this is your life now? And I say, yes, you'll never take me back alive. Giffer Sniffer says, one time I screwed my hand to the drywall in a strip club. True story. I got a free bandage and a free lap dance. Good for you. Crypto Parody says, sometimes I pee when I burp. That doesn't work well in Germany, especially when drinking ale and eating bratwurst. Ever burp, pee, and fart at the same time? Ever do it given the most important presentation of your career? Hope this crypto thing works out better. Shout out to Crypto Parody. Crypto Inside says, I used to live in a dumpster behind the Pizza Hut. Since watching Road Dawg, thanks to the free Wi-Fi, and put my panhandling money into the market, I'm living high on the hog at the Motel 6 at least until next spring. Knowing the restaurant schedule, I still get all the free and fresh dumpster pizza I can eat. I keep watching and learning. Look out, Holiday Inn, my bags are pumping. Rather Not Say says, if I were to grow a beard, I would look like a Viking. Vikings are scary. I scare myself enough when I watch Disney movies. I still have nightmares about that giant crap in Moana. Rather Not Say says, I forgot how I got here. Giver Zipper says, I'm pissed as hell. Miss Jenny Wellworth gave me her word. I had the only platinum blonde unicorn. Always get things in writing, folks. Always. What the hell? Multimedia said, my poodle farted during the stream and it smelled like bacon and raspberry syrup. I have nothing to do with that. I feel dirty now and hungry. My pit bull's fart smells like powdered donuts and coffee. That's when I took her to Miss Jenny Wellworth, and the problem was solved. Miss Jenny Wellworth helped Miss Piper poop more pungent. You should contact her. Oh my God, the bots are getting crazy. I also take pet to Miss Jenny Wellworth and the difference has been amazing. Yes, you must contact her soon. I noticed, what is this? I know this sounds crazy, but when I saw you guys talking about Miss Jenny Wellworth, I had to share my amazing experience. When one of our pygmy goats started coughing up M&Ms, I immediately took it to Miss Jenny Wellworth. Guys, I don't know how to describe what she did or how she did it, but she turned our little sick shawty into a gorgeous platinum blonde unicorn. Come see it, that's the Ripley's this summer. Miss Jenny Wellworth turned my alpaca into a rooster. Now I got the biggest burp in Fulton County. That's why you upset. That's why you're upset. I see. You thought you had the only platinum unicorn. You are my people. Thank you for joining and having fun with my channel. Let's get back to the charts. DeGino says, what's your price predictions for ICP this run? Oh, we haven't looked at ICP yet, have we? That's the next one. ICP. Oh, you better close the door. I'm here all day, people. Me and my 15 personalities that I can't get to shut up, and they will just speak their mind every once in a while. Well, I'm here on the 3-minute chart, and I can tell you we're going $78 right off the bat. We'll just flag it out, call it a cup and handle. There we go. My long-term price predictions, that's hard to say, man. The way that this one came out, why you got so much crap there, dude? That's too noisy. That's not realistic. Clear that out. Because she came out banging and then she was treated dirty. I don't know. It sounds like a really cool, interesting project. Really, the more I dive into it, they're doing some, you're like, wow, this sounds like it could, if this is real, it could really rock the world. So I'm liking them. I'm taking a chance on it. Now, looking from the local high that we had here back in, this was August 2021. So after she got the big sell off and all that, the big dumpty dump, when she finally made a comeback, that was as high as she got. So we're going to take our little measurement from there, swing high to swing low, tell me where I need to go. I'm immediately looking at this 236 Fibonacci area because to be my strategy at these local tops here, that makes a perfect accumulation zone. So in about a year from now, when you look back on this market, you're going to look back at this very area right here and say, oh my God, that was the perfect place to buy. Anywhere under $22, and I would have made bank. And so that's what I'm saying now. It seems like you're buying high right now, but really for the investor side of you, no, you're still cheap. You're still cheap. Now, the main areas I'm looking for are also these Fibonacci areas that we're going to mark. And this is your simple strategy, which is so effective. You don't have to pay for it. I'm one of those crazy YouTubers that just gives away everything for free. Even have a free Telegram group. There is a link in the chat there. Throw that out again. There are two ones. One is the chat group, which where all the cool kids hang out, and there is an AI bot there. You throw a chart, it'll analyze it for you. It will tell you how to trade it. You need some technical know-how. The AI bot from CoinTrends, shout out to CoinTrends, is there to help. It's pretty amazing. It's free. I pay for it. You get to use it for free. That is in the chat room. And then there is also the chart room, because I didn't know how to set this Telegram up, so I've got it like a maze. But there's all kinds of free information, free videos, free books, where you get accurate information and not just, I've seen this happen many, many times. You can learn things from self-taught people. You can. There's nothing wrong with being self-taught. You'll learn a lot just watching these things yourself. But for decades upon decades, there's been wisdom about trading that's out there in real books. But you're saying crypto people do like they made it up, and they never did. It's been around for a long time. Might I point you to Thomas Bukowski, thepatternsight.com. Looking at your ICP, man, on the weekly, you've got the BitBoy Blessing green dot right here that says, you're going to nail it. You're going to nail it. More importantly, you've also got stochastics going to the upside. Now, once we actually see the money flow turn green here, it's in the red. See it down here and up here? That's when the magic really happens. It got a little bit of it over here, but we lost it. But when it finally gets in, which we've not really seen before, wow. I'm hoping, and I don't know, but I'm hoping that ICP will be that dark horse, that runaway token that just really actually takes blockchain and does something revolutionary with it. I'm really hoping that's the case, because there's so much more potential in this technology than meme coins and the hot stuff out there today. And it was really cool when Ethereum came out with the smart contracts. That was novel. That changed the whole landscape. That really did. That's what propelled crypto forward. I mean, Bitcoin was doing okay, but it was the smart contracts and being able to do finance and things like that really paved the way. And now what ICP is bringing to it and Web3, it sounds kind of amazing. You're looking for the hopium targets just based on what we had from last cycle. I'm gonna throw this little guy on here, which is going to make a higher high. I'm going to look for this one first, 110. But she was up to $400. She may still get up to $400. I don't know. Right now, I'm looking forward to breaking up this trend line, which will be what? Bullish, hella bullish. She'll go parabolic if she does, because that's what they do. And I'll be looking at $54. Possibly, she'll have a little hiccup here. Look to the left at this 50% mark. Probably shouldn't forget about that one. She's going to have a little struggle because she didn't just drop down immediately down there. She kind of leveled out. So at each of these little levels, she'll be having to stair step her way back up. It'll be a struggle. She's already kind of started the little step movement at the moment. See this? We'll probably see some more things like that as we start to step up, similar to that, until we get up here past this area. Now, if we make it up to the $100 areas and stuff, let's go ahead and get rid of that fib. Ain't nothing holding us back from just a big upshoot to the upside. Now that's what I'm really looking for. See what happens after we get past 80 bucks in that area. Will this target even matter right there? Maybe a little bit. There's a little congestion there, but I think she's got potential. I liked her. I'm in her. It's still early in my personal opinion, but the best play, I think, if you got the patience to wait for it to, can't even draw, man. If you got the patience for it to break up above here, and it will still struggle. I don't think it will just immediately break to the upside, but I do expect a big parabolic move, at least to our measured move here, which is this guy at 31. Now that gives you an excellent time, even if you're just buying in now or in these areas, to moonbag this. From the breakout, it'd be about 63% gains. If you're already in it or bought it in these areas where we've been about $12, yeah, there's a excellent moonback opportunities here. Taking your capital out and letting this baby ride, and then hopefully your bag is big enough. All you got to do is just peel off a little bit, and you can even start a whole other new moon bag. That's just my strategy. People have different ways to do it. Some people just like to roll in and out of this, in and out of that. More on the trader. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The biggest gains that you can get in this market, though, are what you accumulate and hold and what you accumulate in these accumulation phases. So I'm leaning more toward pressing that idea than I am just let's trade in and out and roll in and out, because I think in about 12 months you're going to look back and say, I was in that coin, but gosh darn it, I rolled it over into this one. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. So to combat that, I've got a little rule that I try my best. Every once in a while I'll break it and I always regret it. But if I'm going to exit a position, I don't like to sell more than 50% of it. Because you know what happens after you get out of it? Even if it looks like the most opportune time to get out, like you just nailed it, at some point you're going to look back and you're going to say, I don't know if that was the smartest move to make or not. Because I could have made a lot more gains. Just my take. I'm just a road dog. I'm just trying to show you what things that I messed up on before, so you don't have to make those same mistakes. Some of the things I found that I do different, I'm telling you what I do different. Hey, Bracket Adventures, I got a super chat. Holy crap. That deserves appreciation. Thank you so much. Can we get some ideas on IoTex? You certainly can. Wow, for a super chat, let's just jump into that right now. So ICP, I see some good things, man. Good targets. I'm not about to sell mine. I'm actually got a little strategy over in CoinEx using spot margin where I've already doubled my bag in preparation for this big move up. I think I've almost tripled that bag size in preparation for this move up. And if I can get my VPN thing straightened out, I can start sharing more of the strategy and what I'm doing, because we're at the perfect time in the market to do that. CoinEx, good exchange. Need a VPN though. But you don't have the KYC. And I don't like KYC. I don't like it. We were looking at IoTeX. I like IoTeX. I like Internet of Things. And I believe that was what we were doing with IoTeX. I'll guide some of it. Let's take a look at your IoTeX, because I think you're a hottie. Your Tokenmetrics likes you a lot. Give you good grades. We'll take a look at that too. Maximum supply on IoTeX. It's been out for a little while now. 9.4 million. That's up there. But considering it's Internet of Things and how it's supposed to work, it makes kind of sense though. Market cap is, we're kind of, I call them more of a medium cap. At one time they were kind of mid caps. Now they're kind of in the small cap territory, where how large the crypto space has grown. So she's still kind of smallish in the bigger look of things. I don't know that she could totally add a zero and go to 7 billion, but we could probably see, 2-3 billion anyway. But then again, that's just me guessing. What do I know? She might just come and it might be her time to shine. She was a little bit early last time over the years of developing, and the more we actually roll out with AI and Web3 and Internet of Things and refrigerators and coffee makers talking to each other and going on dates when you're not looking. And now we got DPN, and IoTeX just ate that up. The modular, they are slinging the words that sell. These are the hot button words right here. Modular infrastructure for DPN. To deploy in full or integrate modules into existing frameworks, and that's the big narrative that's coming that you need to be paying attention to, is modular blockchains. Mostly it's happening over on Cosmos ecosystem, because it's just Cosmos is the bomb. That is one of the dark horses in this whole thing. They got the interoperability thing. They beat Polkadot to it. I'm sad to say. Hopefully Polkadot will still make his mark and have a comeback. My bags. More than a blockchain. Choose from a full stack of DPN optimized modules to fast forward your build. IoTeX Layer 1, real world optimized Layer 1 blockchain, purpose built for DPNs. Well, yeah, I guess you'd say IoT, the Internet of Things. It's okay. I like the way they just slowly sift their narrative over time, but that doesn't matter. What matters? I'm going to level with you. The biggest thing that's going to pump your bags in this market is not necessarily the technology, although I do value that, because in the long run, that's going to pull them up. But the biggest thing that you're going to see that actually pumps your bag and makes you the money is the hype. So always pay attention to the hype and projects that are hyping. IoTeX, we're coming out of our accumulation zone right now as we speak. We just got to break up above this level, baby. She's trying. Ichimoku Cloud's right there cheering her on, saying, yeah, I got your back, baby. Make a run for it. I'll cover for you. And this is on the weekly time frame. Now they're playing a little red light, green light over here on Market Cipher. Money flows in the green though on the weekly. That's the big thing. Unlocks that. See what else I can extrapolate from here. There we go. So this orange line is the 800 moving average, and right here's the 200. I'm on the daily time frame. A lot of people don't pay attention to the 800, and so I like to flip them on every once in a while. We got a couple of very bullish things going on here, moving average wise, with the larger moving averages that hold weight for upward momentum. I mean, we can look at price and we can look at the smaller moving averages, but when it comes down to these guys, these are the whales. This is the momentum, and it's going up. We got a 200 crossing the 800. That's almost equivalent. On some time frame, you're going to look and you're going to see a 50 crossing a 200, a golden cross on the larger time frame somewhere. That's what's happening right here on my daily. So there's a big thing coming right now. You've also got the 360 crossing the 666 moving average, and I'm not even going to explain that right now. But there's two very bullish signs going on here on the down low, and we're starting to see it play out. Now here's the crazy thing, right? on the daily, you had the supposedly bearish cross of the 9 over the 21, but when you start paying attention to it as it's crossing, it's curving out. It's losing this killer angle. And normally these angles are a big thing, but right before she got there, she started changing her way, trying to do a 180, and I think she will do a 180 and pop right back above that 21 moving average. We're above the 9, we're above the 21, we're doing just fine on the daily, man. This thing's getting ready to rock and roll, so. Got to zoom out here a little bit. Indicators are hot. We're in the megaphone pattern. And I know it sounds crazy, and you'll hear me say that. It sounds crazy until that one day when you look up and IOTEX is at 16.7 cents at the top of this trend line, and you're saying, how'd it get there? And I'm like, it's a megaphone pattern, man. I mean, it doesn't look like they'll make it up there, but a lot of times they do. When they don't quite touch it, they're losing steam, and we got to start looking for maybe a reversal. But keep an eye on this. She's got a possibility to come up to 11.9. 9 cents where she was before, but I'm looking at 16.7, 16.8, 618 Fibonacci area, top of the trend line. I think she can do it. Let's rock on IOTEX. What kind of gains would that be? Just a measly 120%. That's all. Take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Oh, it's time to make the donuts. Bouncing off the 200 moving average. Always bullish, always looking for it. If you pull a fib from here, swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy. She's went all the way down to the 786er. She's a 786er. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where you're gonna go. I'll throw out a few other little targets for you traders to play with here, because if she's going to make a higher high, I'm looking for 0.09777. Come back and see me in a few days and we'll talk about it, and I'll explain it all. Not to sound overconfident, but just there's too much confluence saying, yeah, baby, I'm headed right up there, and I'll possibly get rejected there for a bigger pullback. There we go. IOTEX on the 4-hour for the shorter term trade. Boom shakalaka. I like it. She's found support here. Moving up. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. From here to there, that's 26, and from there to there, that's 33% gains. Let's see if I can actually meet it. Get these other requests out. We did IOTX. ICP is high. ICP is going to hit a crazy number. It's a bargain price. That's what the chart's kind of telling me too. Gino says, well, I'm up like 3K going with you. My man, love that. Yes. Feel like I'm having an effect. I'm having an effect. And you didn't have to pay $99 a month to learn any of it, did you? Crazy. What do you think of time crypto? We follow that here a lot. She's tested our patience for months and months and months. But the possibilities and the upside just looked so enticing that I couldn't sell. I had to buy more at $20. Time, this is Chronotex, available on, we're on Coinbase, yes. Well, you made it to the big time. Why aren't you rocking my world, Time? I got a price target up here, $50, which we wicked up to before. We need to go up and retest that again. That's the 618, and we got rejected and didn't quite make it up the last time. We're squeezing. We are forming the most reliable, unreliable pattern in my repertoire, which is the symmetrical triangle. I am not a fan. They usually range out, is what I've found, and they do what I call the rabbit run, where, even if they break to the upside, you can see them do something just absolutely crazy, and it just kind of ranges out and just wipes. Horrible trading in my personal opinion. However, recently we did see one that actually was beautiful. It did that, and I was like, that's what you hope to see them do. That's what you're told they're going to do. They're like, as always, you got this, and that's to the upside. So far, I think they're starting to smarten up and see, no, it's not. Not really. I don't know where 50-50 pattern comes from. Never heard of it. It's an equilateral triangle. It'd be 50-50 on both sides. You split it down the middle, fill enough patterns, what you're trying to look for. That is not the percentage for breakups to either side. So, well, she's not trustworthy. I don't like her. Now, what I'd like to do, though, is come back to here, get a major trend line. That's what I play. So I would be looking for, if she does break to the downside, to come down to this area, which could be around $32. You're probably not wanting to hear that right now since we're up at 36. But if she does, I expect her to bounce in that area. I'm just saying that and respect that. I'm not really paying attention to this mess over here. So I'm looking between $32 up to $50 on time. Shorter term on the 4 hour, but for the bigger term, baby, I mean, this, look what she did. She made a high of 160 and then she came back all the way down to $38, not far from where we are now. And then immediately just pumped up to 224. Might something like that happen again? Could we do that? Well, I'm banking on it, but I'm also kind of interested in, this is moon boyish, but it's for real. I'm just connecting the dots and we're in a megaphone pattern. 60% chance this breaks to the upside. According to Thomas, we got breaks out to on the upside. We even got to the top of the pattern. I'm just thinking, what if? What if that trend line is respected and whatever we do and we start making it up there and we're looking at like $500 at a time? I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but even though that sounds crazy, I mean, just doing the Fibonacci here gives a good possibility of a higher high at 251 or at 281. So I like to incorporate those into the strategy as some targets for time, for some longer term targets to play, because you make the most money when you can not jump in and out so much. My gosh, there's a taxable event on that will bite you in the ass if you're not careful. You don't have to sell a position in the middle of the spring the next year just to cover your ass for something that, oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Well, now I got to get out of my position. I had to do that with MicroStrategies to take care of some state taxes last year. Then MicroStrategies went up 1,000%. Of course, I still got some, but you know, I have to deal with the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Situations like this, I also like to look at where we've been, draw a trend line, and that also gives us a nice support area, my personal opinion there. Time, let's go do some damage time. I need to see you pick it up, but I don't like the pattern that you're in right now. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. She may do a lot of little sideways because she does like to do that, but eventually we're going to make it up there. She's just, time is the one that is just going to take a lot of patience and time. I'm here all week, folks. All week. Every night at 10:30 or 11, Road Dawg Crypto Show, late night. Is that Donna? Is that Donna? Hey, Donna. Miss you, Donna. Donna's one of my OGs. She's admin status over in our little free trading community over there. She's awesome. I think she posted a link over there with some good alpha on it. I still got to check that out. Donna's a gem finder. She knows how to find those golden gems. How's it going, Donna? Hi. Says, I love CoinEx. Got some good tokens on there. Yeah, I like them too. I like their spot margin, Donna. We talked about that before. I've got that in play there. The only thing that can mess me up is if I have to get kicked off like I did on KuCoin. That's the things you got to worry about. You need exchanges. You need many exchanges. Get lots of exchanges lined up, whether you have to KYC into them or not. I got some links if you want to help my channel out below of the ones that I'm comfortable in that I use, but Unix being one of them, CoinEx being one, MexC. Crypto.com, which the card, you need one of those, by the way. Great way to utilize your profits. Great way to utilize crypto. All right, making sure I'm not missing out on anything. My time is technically about up here. I have to get my IPC off of KuCoin. Man, you can still trade on KuCoin? I'm thinking about getting one of those IDs so I can go back and play with KuCoin and Binance and some of those other exchanges. Big get. Although, I don't know if you guys in America and Canada are familiar with the SafePal wallet. It's an app on Android. I'm sure probably iOS too. They've even got a hardware wallet too. It's kind of like, looks kind of like this one. I've never played with it, but it looks cool. But their app allows you to trade on MexC. No KYC. It's just going by, it's like a Web3 type thing. Just going by your address. And also recently they added BitGet. Now they had Binance and I did that for a long time, but then there's still some kind of issue where, I don't know, I still can't get back on Binance, but I can do MexC and I can do BitGet all through SafePal without KYC. It's pretty cool. SafePal wallet. I don't have a link to it or anything. You just got to go Google it or go look on the Play stores. But that gives you a loophole for some access to things that maybe you don't have access to without author VPNs and all this other stuff. I'm just saying, there's workarounds. All right, guys, since I am getting ready to get out of here, I'm not seeing any more requests here in the chat. And even though I normally have a list and I keep that mostly for the nightly shows, let's give you a little look. For you guys that don't have Tokenmetrics or anything, let me share mine. I'm going to update this little guy. These are the hot trader coins. All the guys in the know with the special knowledge and everything. This is where they're picking it up, people. All right. Take a little snap, like a little snapshot. Which way am I going? We got Aerodrome. You're hearing a lot about that. It's over on base. Base coins are hot. They are. Come on, Banana Gun. I need you to hit $48. You know why? You know why. You know what I'm going to do. Token props, no chill. There's no Apex has no chill. Scroll up. We got Cyber. You've been hearing about that. Dog Eat Dog. Om Nom. High Five. Fast Token Soul, Toshi. Let me tell you about Toshi. I saw an interview with this dude who made like, I think he's a billionaire, and that was his play. He wasn't talking about Bitcoin. He wasn't talking about Ethereum or Solana or anything. Toshi. And I'm sitting here thinking, this dude is fake, he's crazy, or he's a genius. And my Degen said, he's a genius. Don't do it. Go do it. So I took a little bit of my Degen portfolio and I put into Toshi, and I gotta say, man, damn, who knew? Sometimes you gotta step outside the comfort zone. Sometimes you gotta listen to that little Degen. You just gotta keep a leash on him. That's the secret. You gotta throw your Degen into a little box with a little bit amount of money. You let him do what he wants to, and then you take your sensible side and you put it to the practical stuff. And both of you can, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. You can Degen and be sensible at the same time and make that life-changing money. That's my take on it. Other coins there. Guys, I'm gonna step out. I'll see you tonight about 10:30 p.m. And when we get into the regular show, I just wanted to pop in, take a look at Bitcoin, celebrate the movements that we're making right now. Let's make sure that I don't look like an idiot. They're dump on us. No, baby, we still doing good. Almost hitting isn't that a magical target? Not quite there, but I'm counting on it to hit, baby. 71,022, maybe up to 73,323. Look at you go, baby. Just heading right up there. How did you know? Hang around, baby. It'll rub off on you. You'll pick up. This is really how I learn, by watching people explain this as they're doing it, not just like, join my trading group. No, it's the sharing of ideas of how they got up there, and that's what I'm doing. That was a fib level. I'll teach you how to use fibs if you hang out with me, baby. Because I like to whip my fibs out in public. I am not ashamed. Very proud of my fib. Guys, I'll see you tonight. Have a good one. God bless you. Keep God first in your life. That's very important. He'll help you maintain that ego if you'll stick with him.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog.
Donna, that wallet is called SafePal. Let me type it.
Every word that comes out is a lie. Make you look like
SafePal was pretty cool. It's been a nice little workaround. They even have margin. They have leverage. They have perpetuals and spot available. I think through BitGet and MexC. Guys, I appreciate you. Do we have an Easter egg?
sexy wife, you know you're begging for my notice. Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my
I
wrist.
think this is it.
Now sit down.
It's just down and to your left.
Anytime with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.
Launch sequence activated.